आपके स्कूल में शायद सिलेबस कंप्लीट हो गया होगा या होने वाला होगा, राइट आस्था?
Yes, sir. Now only I think so. This only the organic part is left, aldehydes, and that one more chapter after this amines, I think. That is only
Yeah,
left. Baki,
that is
this
it.
chemical kinetics, electrochemistry, everything is done. And our
And
portion completion time is like till 17 November. Then 10 days they'll give to
17th.
study after closing the school. फिर 27 से our exams will start. The
27th. Yeah.
prelims. Yeah.
Okay. So you will be having morning hours free after 17th, right?
Yes, sir. No school after 17. So like,
Okay.
it'll be full free.
And even in prelims, like you will be having daily school, or like you will have
No,
own.
sir. Just examination. Our portion complete. So no more school after November. Forever.
Okay. So
I mean, like
after
till
prelims, like have you got the timetable schedule for the examination?
yes, sir.
Yeah, you have got that schedule. Okay. Send that schedule, है ना? तो फिर आपके साथ क्या करेंगे? I will have some extra classes on those 10 days. You can come daily, ना? No problem with you.
Yes, sir. I can come.
ठीक है ना? तो मोस्ट लाइक जैसे जैसे आप लोग का स्कूल खत्म होता जाएगा ना, दिस फॉर एवरीवन, आई विल बी taking almost like daily classes at least for at least for half an hour also. I want to have a look like what you guys are doing, what you guys are not doing. किसी को अगर like पढ़ने में ये नहीं होता है, then they can also like after 17th of November I'm kind of free because my research work is done, like the writing of paper, my part is done, so I will be free after that. And then maybe you can study in front of me also. Okay, you can just join a class. For example, if you are going to study this chapter solutions and you are not very comfortable with it, so what you can do, you can start and I will help you out while you are doing that questions, है ना? Obviously like not personally कि सबको हम एक एक करके, but what I will do again, I will take some kind of poll and then I will make some batches. So morning hours में क्या होंगे कि those people who are having difficulty in solution chapters, let's suppose you have 10-15 students also, na? Then also we can manage that because you will be doing things on your own. I will be just there, na? I will be just there and I will be taking doubts whenever you are having any doubts. Okay, so I hope those things are going to be helpful, but वही है कि like you start studying from now on. Okay, all of these things are just to make you sit and self study. Sit and self study. I may teach you one thing 10 times, but जब तक आप खुद से नहीं कीजिएगा आपको नहीं आएगा, फिर वो एग्जाम में भी नहीं आएगा. I hope all of you got some glimpse of it on your half yearly examination, है ना? कि कोई सवाल ऐसा नहीं था कि जो आपके नोट से बाहरी से बिल्कुल आया हो, but again you know this, you are familiar but you don't know the exact answers. ठीक है, so ऐसा आपके साथ बोर्ड्स में नहीं हो. That is why we are making all of these efforts. Okay, so bear with me till 16th of November, then inshallah I will be available like for a longer duration of time and multiple times in a day also. Okay, tell you. So let's start today's class. We are done with Nernst equation also, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. We're done with Nernst equation. Then we did yeah, right. We have not done equilibrium constant and the Nernst equation, right? So please write Nernst equation and equilibrium constant. Okay, Nernst equation and equilibrium constant. Now, what happens at equilibrium? Because we are talking about equilibrium constant, you should know what happens at equilibrium. Can anyone remember from your 11th standard what happens at equilibrium?
So no reaction takes place.
नहीं, reaction तो होता है. I mean, Reaction happens, but there is one line that I used to say in 11th standard. If somebody can remember, Salman, Khalid, or Umar. If you guys can remember one line I used to say for equilibrium chapter, what happens at equilibrium? And when is equilibrium achieved? Yes, Asta, tell me.
Rate of forward reaction is equal to rate of backward reaction.
So like in like very simple terms, I can say nothing happens at equilibrium, right? There is no change, no apparent change that is taking place at equilibrium, because see, the changes that you can measure are with a few parameters. You can see that if the concentration is changing, right? If the concentration is changing or not, and if you have gases, is the pressure changing or not, or is the volume changing or not, or the temperature is changing or not. So these are the parameters by which you can decide if any change is taking place. But when equilibrium has been achieved, all of these things become what? All of these things become constant. Okay. But again, if you are going to do any change, for example, if you are going to increase the pressure of the system will work so that the pressure is decreased. So nothing will happen until and unless you touch or you give some external force to that particular equilibrium system. So what happens at equilibrium? There is no apparent change happening at equilibrium. There is no apparent change that is happening at equilibrium. That means if there is no change and equilibrium has been achieved, if equilibrium has been achieved, then this reaction, let's suppose we have this reaction, zinc plus copper 2 plus, this will be in equilibrium with Zn2 plus copper. Now, as you can see in this reaction, see the 2 electrons is going away and the 2 electrons is coming back. So net, I can say that there is no exchange of electron. And if the electrons are not moving in the wire, the current will become zero. The current will become zero. So please write. Now, when the current becomes zero, अभी हम लोग उल्टा कहते हैं, हम लोगों ने बोला कि the electrons are not moving, that is why the current will become zero. But please remember that because we are learning about theory, we go from this way that no electrons movement is taking place. That is why the current will become zero. But if you think about experiment and if you think about practical, then what you will see that current is zero. And when the current is zero, you will deduce that no electron is moving. You understood the difference between both of these approaches? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes.
Yes. Okay. So what I will write when current becomes zero, because in the cell we are going to look at the current, and we will write when current. Please write with me. Please write with me. Okay. When current becomes zero, then it is said that equilibrium is achieved. Okay, equilibrium is achieved. Now if current becomes zero, that means E cell will be equal to zero. At equilibrium, there are two things which are happening. Please write. At equilibrium, E cell will be equal to zero and Q will be equal to K. Q will be equal to, this is general reaction quotient, it will be equal to what? It will be equal to K. Now, if you look at the Nernst equation, what is the Nernst equation? Nernst equation is E cell is equal to E naught cell minus 0.059 divided by the number of electrons log Q. This is for 25 degrees Celsius. Now at equilibrium, E cell is equal to 0. E naught cell is not changing. Okay, E naught cell will be E naught cell minus 0.059 divided by N times log K. Okay, and this K, when you are writing in terms of concentration, we write it as Kc. दोनों का meaning same होता है. Okay, this is the equilibrium constant in terms of what? In terms of the concentration. So now we can also write E naught cell is equal to 0.059 divided by N log Kc. Okay, log Kc. So this is important. These make some box around it. Mansi is not here. I don't know how Mansi का एग्जाम कैसा गया था. Let me know when you are done. Is everyone done? Yes or no? Please tell me. Oh, not done. Okay. Assalamualaikum Umar, how are you? Can you turn your mic on? Yeah, nahi. I can't hear you. I can see your mic on, but I can't hear you. Nah, still nothing. No, still can't hear you. Maybe plug out your mic. I think your earphone is causing some problem. No, still I can't hear you. I can only hear disturbances, noise, nothing else. No, nothing. Some problem is there. Oh, you're sick? What happened? Why are you sick? Why? Message me after the class, okay, Umar? WhatsApp me after class. Please write this question, guys. Calculate equilibrium constant of a reaction. So from this given data, you will calculate the E naught of cell, right? And then you will plug in the E naught of cell. I hope you can calculate the number of electrons using that formula stoichiometry into the change in oxidation state, and then you are going to get Kc. आप इतना calculate करके बताइए हमको. Please send the answer to here. log Kc will be equal to n into E naught cell upon 0.059. ठीक है? You calculate this part and tell me. After log Kc, I am going to tell you how to deal with that. Umar, you will WhatsApp me after the class, okay? Good. Khalid, you are getting some different answers. Salman and Saif, you guys are getting something different. How many electrons are there? Saif and Khalid, tell me.
2, sir.
2, sir.
So, that is correct. And I think Khalid, आपका सही नहीं है because both of these guys are getting same answer. आप एक बार चेक कीजिए. E नॉट सेल कितना आया? E नॉट सेल बताइए तो कितना आया आप लोगों का?
0.04.
0.04. Let me see. कैडमियम का सही है क्या उल्टा हो जाएगा? 0.04. हाँ वो भी सही है. Khalid, you're mistaken. Okay. What about Astha?
Yes, sir.
Sir, do
आपको
we have
कुछ
to
मिला?
find the log value also or just log Kc value?
अच्छा अच्छा, my bad. अच्छा आपने केसी निकाल दिया. ठीक है, ठीक. Sorry,
जी
my
सर.
bad. अच्छा अच्छा. नहीं हम log केसी के लिए बोले थे. Astha and Umar, did you get the answer? Astha, Hishma, what about you?
Sir, I sent in it.
WhatsApp में. अच्छा अच्छा. Ishma, what about you?
No, sir, I didn't get.
You didn't get why? What is the number of electron? Tell me.
2,
To E naught cell.
0.04.
ये मिला था ना आपको? And you just have to divide by 0.059. Okay. And if you are feeling lazy, then what you can do? 2 into 0.04 divided by 0.06 कर लीजिए इसको आप, और इसको डिवाइड कर दीजिए ऐसे 0.03 हो जाएगा. And this will be equal to what? 0.04, 0.03. So it will be 4 by 3. 4 by 3 will be equal to how much? 3 1s are 3 point and 3 3s are 9. So it will be 1.33 आपको मिल जाएगा आंसर, right? इश्मा,
Yes, sir.
है ना? ये तो आसान था. You should be able to do this at least, right? Log Kc. अब यहाँ पे देखते हैं. So we have log Kc is equal to 1 point, or rather I can say 10 to the power 4 upon 3. 10 to the power 4 upon 3. Will it be any of any use? No, it will be of no use. So 1.33 is fine, good enough. Now 10 to the power 1.33 will be equal to Kc. So Kc will be equal to 10 to the power 1.33. अब ये बताइए, this is what I can write this as 10 to the power 1 plus 0.33. I can write this as 10 to the power 0.33 into 10. 0.33 into 10. Now what will be the value of 10 to the power 0.33? You remember the log values? Yes or no? Please tell me. Which log is nearest? Which log is nearest to? आप लोग भूल गए क्या? What is log 2?
0.301.
0.3. ठीक है. इसका मतलब क्या होता है? 10 to the power 0.3 will be equal to how much? 2 ना? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Yes, sir.
Correct है? Okay.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है. आप दो चीज देखिएगा हमेशा. You will either see this 0.3 is what very similar to 0.33. Another thing that you can see is what this I can write also equal to 10 to the power 1 minus 0.33 is equal to how much? 0.67. सही है ना? 77 नहीं होगा भाई. Okay, 0.67. So I can write this as 1 minus 0.67 into 10. This will be equal to 10 to the power 1 into 10 upon 10 to the power 0.67. अब ये बताइए 0.67 किसके नजदीक होता है बताइए? What log value is very near to 0.67? Whose log value is very near to 0.67?
5.
Log 5. Log 5 is equal to how much?
11.
0.
69.
right? So you can take any one of them, right? कोई accurate आपको मिल नहीं रहा है. Even if you are going to take 2 also, that's not also accurate. And even if you are going to do this part and you are going to solve it as 20 upon what I am going to write 10 to the power. Oh no, this will be 100 upon. या तो 100 upon 5 कर दीजिए आप, या फिर यहाँ से आप क्या इसको अप्रोक्सीमेट कर सकते हैं. You can approximate this as 2 into 10. Yeah, 2 into 10. अच्छा, दोनों से तो सेम ही आंसर आ रहा है. देखिए 20. This will also be 20, right? Okay. So in both the cases, you are getting almost same answers. Please write this down.
Sir, can you explain how did you find the value of Kc?
ये आप यहाँ तक समझ में आया?
जी sir.
वो समझ में आया? आगे हमने क्या किया, 1.33 को हमने भाग कर, I broke it up, 1 plus 0.33, and I hope you know, if you have, let us suppose, x to the power of a into x to the power of b, this will become what, x to the power of a plus b, right?
Yes, sir.
है ना? तो हम लोग के पास क्या था, 1.33 था, 1 plus 0.33, अब इसको हमने दो भाग में भाग दिया, so we have now 10 to the power 0.33 into 10. ओके, यहां तक समझ में आया?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, अब इसके बाद यहाँ से हमने एक, आप डायरेक्ट आंसर ऐसे निकाल सकते हैं, 10 to the power 0.33 will be almost equal to what, 2, because log 2 is equal to 0.3, यानी कि 10 to the power 0.3 is equal to 2. The approximate answer आपके पास क्या आ जाएगा, 2 into 10, 2 into 10, that is equal to 20. बात आई समझ में?
Yes, sir.
आ गया आपकी बात? आ गया ना खालिद?
जी सर.
हाँ चलिए ठीक है, लिखिए इसको. Astha and Hishma, what about you guys? Both of
Yes,
you understood this, yes or no?
yes, sir.
Let me know when you're done. I will move on. Is everyone done? Yes or no? Please tell me. Not done. जल्दी लिखिए guys, जल्दी लिखिए. Is there anyone who is still writing? No. अरे तो आप लोग हाँ ना कुछ तो बोल दिया कीजिए कि सर हो गया, नहीं हुआ. आवाज आ रही कि नहीं आ रही हमारी? Can all of you hear me? Still nothing. Astha, Hishma, Khalid, Khalil, Umar, Saif, Salman, am I audible?
Yes, sir,
Yes,
you are.
sir.
अरे हाँ तो कुछ तो बोलिए भाई. Okay. Write the topic. Electrolytic cell. The cell in which, please write this with me, the cell in which non-spontaneous redox reaction occurs due to which electrical energy is converted to chemical energy. Okay. So if you remember, we had two types of energy, which in this chapter we are dealing with: chemical energy and electrical energy. If there is spontaneous reaction, then we use chemical energy and convert it to electrical energy. If there is non-spontaneous reaction, electrical energy is used to make chemical changes. Okay, so now we are talking about this type of cell, in which cell is something that is going to convert your energies from one form to another form. So electrical energy, it is getting converted to what kind of energy? It is getting converted to your electrical energy is getting converted to chemical energy. That means it is resulting in the chemical change. Right, next. Achha, when you are doing some kind of chemical reaction, because you are giving energy and some chemical reaction is happening. So whenever a chemical reaction is going to happen, there will be some products formed. So this complete process is known as electrolysis. So please write the process of decomposition. Process of decomposition of compounds into ions by the passing of electric current in molten or aqueous state is called electrolysis. Is there anyone who is still writing?
Sir, last word, sir.
Okay, please answer me, guys. Okay, answer कीजिएगा. In this, we are going to give electricity, right? That means we are going to use a battery. Yes or no? Please tell me, guys. We are going to use a battery,
Yes,
है ना?
sir.
जो हम लोग को power source देगा for the reaction to happen. Okay, so battery is denoted by large line, then we have small line, then we have large line, then we have small line. So this large line is what? Positive charge or negatively charged? Physics में पढ़ा होगा ना आप लोगों ने? Yeah, very good. Oops, sorry. This is positively charged, and then this is negatively charged. Not going to rotate. Okay, so this is the positive polarity. Here we have the negative polarity. Okay, and then we are going to have some kind of container. In this we are having, let us suppose it can be water also, or it can be some molten salt also. Now one thing is clear, we'll have some positively charged cations, and we are also going to have some negatively charged anions. So tell me, the positively charged will be attracted towards which end, positive end or negative end? The cations will be attracted towards positive end or negative end? जल्दी बोलिए. Cations will be attracted towards what? Positive or negative? अरे पॉजिटिव को कौन अट्रैक्ट करेगा? नाम लेना पड़ेगा क्या? खराब
Negative.
करते हैं आप. हाँ बोलिए, जोर से बोलिए. व्हाट अबाउट अदर? Hishma, Khalid, Khalil, Umar, Saif and Salman. Cations will be attracted towards positive polarity or negative polarity. Which side? Negative, है ना? तो cations किधर attract होंगे? Cations will go this way. And what about the anions? The anions will go towards positive charge or negative charge? Tell me.
Positive.
Positive.
Positive charge, right? It will be going like this. Something like this. Okay? That means this your end. This is your positive side, positive electrode, and this is your negative electrode. This is your what? Negative electrode. Okay? Remember this. This is your negative electrode. अब यहाँ पे बात बताइए. When this positively charged cation is going, so let's suppose you have copper 2 plus, it will go towards, this is from the solution. Okay, it is going to go towards this rod, negatively charged rod. So negative charge rod के पास क्या होगा? Electron होगा. Yes or no? That is why it is negatively charged. Can I say that? है ना? If you have negative charge, that means what is there? You have electrons. Correct? अरे हाँ या ना? नहीं.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So it is going to get electrons here. It is going to get reduced to copper. That means this negative part, what is happening here? Reduction is happening here. Now, wherever reduction happens, what is that electrode called? Cathode या anode? Reduction कहाँ पे होता है? Anode में या cathode में? जल्दी बताइए, reduction कहाँ होता है?
Anode.
Oh my God. Anode मार खाइएगा, समझ में आ जाएगा. Cathode में होता है.
क्या तो?
इतना हमने बताया है आप लोग को, और अभी आप लोग cathode anode में ये कर रहे हैं. Anode is always oxidation, cathode is always reduction. This is your cathode. ठीक है? And here we are having what? This positive polarity, negative charge is there. That means this negatively charged anion, they have extra electron, and then they are going to lose electrons. And when they are going to lose electron, that will be known as oxidation. What is going to happen here? सैफ, हमको तो इतना गुस्सा आ रहा है ना, आपने बोला कैसे? सैफ,
Sorry, sir. I'm just confused.
कंफ्यूज हो गए आप? कंफ्यूज होने से नहीं चलेगा. यहाँ पे क्या होगा? यहाँ पे होगा ऑक्सीडेशन. Okay, oxidation will take place, and that is why this will be your anode. बात आ गई समझ में? Anyone? Any doubt? Please let me know. Okay, all of these things are logical, but आप लोग बस एक चीज याद रखिएगा, polarity का लेना देना जो है ना, polarity is not related to anode or cathode. ठीक है? What is related to anode or cathode? Oxidation and reduction is related to anode and cathode. Okay, oxidation happens always at anode, reduction happens always at cathode. Please write this down, draw this diagram. All of you done? Yes or no? Please tell me.
Sir, 2 minutes.
2 minutes. Okay. हिश्मा आपको आ रहा है? यस हिश्मा?
Yes, sir.
आप प्रैक्टिस करते ना जब ये हो जाता है क्लास, तो फिर आप दोबारा से रिवाइज करती हैं? Because I know that you are a bit weak in numericals, so I hope you are putting more efforts here, right हिश्मा?
Yes, sir.
Yes. बस बोल दिया आपने yes? आप ज्यादा एफर्ट लगा रहे हैं? ये बताइए, सच सच बताइए। Yes हिश्मा? Are you putting
Yes,
in
sir.
more efforts? अच्छा
I
चलिए
try
तब
to practice.
अच्छा, you try to practice. Okay. But if you want, after 17th November, I will make all of the page practice.
Sir, when will you finish the portions by?
The date was, you know that क्या बोलते हैं, this November. Okay. Maybe some small chapters will be left, but जैसे आपका portion है ना, आपका तो हम complete कर देंगे, because हमने आपको कहा था आपके exams भी start होने वाले हैं, right? That is why I will be calling you those 10 days, so that we can work on your syllabus. You will be having your first exam on 27th, right?
Yes, sir.
When is your chemistry exam? First chemistry exam is on 27th only.
No, sir, it's in December only. It's, I guess, the third or
December.
fourth exam. Fourth. I think.
Third of- Okay, okay. So, see, आपके लिए जो like in those 10 days ना, I think the major chapter will be coordination compounds, right? Because in your regular classes, as soon as I complete this electrochemistry, we will be starting with aldehyde ketones and carboxylic acid, right? And that is not going to take a long time, because I mean, the classes will be of like complete hours, and then morning hours में आपको हम coordination compounds पढ़ाएंगे. Okay, so then we will have almost how many days? Half a month ना. Then your first prelims is on December, and then again you will have second prelims, right, Astha?
Yes, so that will be January, after the school reopens in winter break. I mean, after winter.
Acha. Okay, fine. So maybe you will have like some portion not done in this prelims. ठीक है, some small chapters. जैसे आपका बायोमोलिक्यूल्स आपके क्लास में नहीं कराया है हमने, है ना, डीएनएफ ब्लॉक नहीं कराया हमने, तो मे बी दीज टू चैप्टर्स नहीं हुआ रहेगा आपका. लेकिन आई मीन डीएनएफ ब्लॉक थोड़ा सा हमने कराया था, बायोमोलिक्यूल्स आपने थोड़ा सा पढ़ाया हुआ है, राइट?
Yes, so they're small, like easy if you like try to do the best. वो हो जाएंगे. The organic part and this chemical kinetics, electrochemistry, they'll be main chapters.
काइनेटिक्स वाइनेटिक्स करा दिया है हमने, काइनेटिक्स करा दिया है ना, आप डरा क्यों रही हैं हमें?
हाँ sir,
हाँ,
I mean it's
kinetics.
over. We need like practice on it for the numericals and
अच्छा, ठीक, नहीं, I will be there for those things. Coordination compounds is a chapter that you have to study like अच्छे से, because that is something very new. Okay, but DNF block and biomolecules I have taught a few bits, so आप थोड़ा सा work कीजिएगा तो हो भी जाएगा. But coordination compounds में especially you need someone to teach you, and you need to have the concepts right. Okay, is everyone done? Yes or no? Please tell me. नहीं.
Yes, sir. Done.
Done. ठीक है. अब आपसे हम एक बात पूछते हैं. For example, let us suppose we are having Na plus. and we are having Cl negative in molten state. That means in our system we have only Na positive and chlorine negative. Okay, only two things are there. So this Na positive will be going towards what? The negatively side, right? The negative polarity, and this chlorine negative will be going towards the positive polarity. Now, when it is going towards the negative polarity, what kind of reaction will happen? Na plus, it will gain an electron, and it is going to give you sodium as a product. And when the chlorine negative is going towards the positive side, what will happen? Chlorine negative is going to get converted to chlorine 2. That means you'll need 2 chlorine negative for that, and you will get 2 electrons from chlorine negative. So these are the reaction that is going to happen in your electrolytic cell. Okay, in your electrolytic cell. And as you can see, what is happening as we mix the electrolyte in the water or keep it in molten state, they will first of all split into what? Cation and anion. Okay. Now, as soon as I start passing current, the cation, it will move towards negative side and anion will move towards positively side, right? That means opposite side ki taraf or opposite electrodes ki taraf wo, they will run towards, okay? And then as soon as they will reach the electrode, there will be a reaction happening, okay? And what will happen to the cation? Cation will be getting reduced, anion will be getting oxidized, okay? Cation will be getting reduced and anion will be getting oxidized. So we'll write these points, and then we will conclude the class. Please write, when electrolytes are dissolved in water, when electrolytes are dissolved in water or if they are in molten state, they split into cation and anion, cation and anions. On passing current, the ions, please write this. I hope all of you are writing, okay, are attracted towards opposite charged electrode. Okay, that means due to this interaction, the anion, they will reach anode and get neutralized. That is, anions को क्या होगा? They will get oxidized. क्योंकि एनोड में ऑक्सीडेशन होता है. Cations reach cathode and get neutralized. So this neutralization is what? It is due to reduction. Okay, that is reduction लिख दिया हमने. That is reduced. Right, the last point. The movement of cation and anion is called electrolytic conductance. And the change is called primary change. Okay. In the next class, we'll be looking at the products of electrolysis. ठीक है, जिस तरह से हमने देखा ना अभी, Na plus is getting converted to sodium solid, and chlorine negative is getting converted to chlorine gas. Okay, so these type of, we will be looking at different types of electrolytic cell. There are 6 cells that you need to know. We'll be looking at the products of all of those 6 cells. And after that, this is all the qualitative analysis of electrolytic cell. That means we are looking at what is the product, what is the cell, what is the cation, what is the anion, names, only just names, no numbers. Then we will be looking at the quantitative analysis of electrolysis. In that quantitative analysis, now we know what product is formed. We are forming sodium metal and chlorine gas. In the quantitative analysis, what we are going to do in the quantitative analysis, we are going to say how much sodium will be formed and how much electricity will be used for forming that sodium. Okay, so these type of questions we will be dealing when we are going to do quantitative analysis of electrolysis. Let me know when you're done.
Sir, could you show the very first point again?
Yeah, sure. Oh, sorry. And Omar, you messaged me after the class. Is there anyone who is still writing? Is there anyone who is still writing?
Done, sir.
Done. Okay, all of you are done. Please message or tell me if you're writing. If you're done, I will stop
Should
sharing
we
this.
write that reactions on the top Na plus?
No. Those things you don't need to.